Hi.
Oh, you look great. And I'm sorry I missed you at our corporate office. You just left, and look at you. You're home in your home office.
You know what? It worked out perfect. I was like, she's like, oh, do you want makeup and all of that? And I was like, this is going to be great. We're going to do one thing and it's going to take care of two.
That works. Well, you look pretty as always.
Thank you. It's so good to see you. I'm sorry I missed you today.
That's okay. We appreciate you doing this. And hi, we've got someone already saying hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Good, happy Tuesday evening. Can't believe it. It's September 12th. 12 days into the month, and we're just staying all so busy, I hope. Busy good, right, Tanya?
Yes, it's good, busy.
Well, hi from Texas. Yes, and please, in the chat room, tell us where you're calling us from. We want to welcome everybody who's joining this amazing call that we're going to have because we've got full on some best practices from Tanya that we are going to have her cover and share tonight. Pittsburgh in the house. We see ya. Thanks, Steve. Hi, everyone. I want to
Hi,
make sure I
everybody.
respect time. So we are right on time, looks like, huh, Tanya?
Yeah, I got to be punctual. I got to love being right on time. Hi, everybody.
Yes, hi, Gilbert, Rio Grande Valley. Wow, my goodness. I'm going to see, so far we've got 160 people on. Should we just give it a little bit of a warm 1 minute just so those who are still wanting to join our Zoom? What do you think, Tanya?
I think that sounds like a fantastic idea, Martha.
Okay. Well, I am so excited and so grateful for always what we're doing. And for those who don't know, we're live tonight, and we actually have one tomorrow as well. And that's going to be David Nori with our experience isogenics and a little bit of an extra on compensation training. And then Thursday we're having another one. So if you're not seeing all of the blast social media images that we're sharing on our Facebook post, then you are hearing it from me right now. Yeah.
Love it.
So, well, it looks like, yep, we are now at 5:01. So I'm going to get started. And everybody probably already see her beautiful face right here. But I have the pleasure definitely to introduce her. Tanya, I know from just knowing you how you're such a busy mom, and you really do pour so much into to the people in the community around you, and I just really want to thank you for that. I really want to also highlight that I didn't know this. This is something I didn't know about you. You're an eyelash technician. No wonder your eyes are always so pretty and lit up, man. I did not know that until today. So Tanya, you were run down. Definitely were just so fatigued in your previous experience before isogenics, right? And you even shared that you and your husband really struggled with work stresses and really health issues and lack of energy. Who doesn't experience that, right, in our life? Sometimes we just need more of that energy. And what you were sharing is that when you found isogenics, and especially our products, your life changed in a matter of days, yeah?
Yeah.
And with the results, you have been really building the business, but you were first a product believer. And that's what I love so much about you, is that you're always sharing why you love our company. And so I really want to make sure that tonight, everybody else that's plugging in, we're going to hear from Tanya about really how you have helped your teams grow and your organization, what specifically you provide to them to help them rank advance. And we talked about this earlier this morning, and I'm so excited for everything that you've got to share with us tonight. So without further ado, everyone, welcome. And I'd love to ask Tanya now to share this Isogenics Millionaire 13-star Platinum, 13-star Crystal Executive. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Martha, for having me. I feel so honored to be a part. It's been an extraordinary experience to really see so many facets come together. And I learned prior to Isogenics in women's ministry, as well as working in small businesses, that I had a passion for people. And I could see that, as one person having this vision and a goal, it was great. We learned in an opportunity I had to be a PR representative for my daughter's catcher on our softball team. And she was diagnosed with a horrific hardship in her life. And I thought to myself, you know what? I know I couldn't physically and financially be everything to help her, but I could enlist the help of a lot of people. And I thought to myself about the Helen Keller quote, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And so I thought, how could I bring those experiences, because I truly believe all of our experiences up until the point that we were so desperate for a solution and found Isagenix had really prepared us for this moment, realizing that when you bring people together, we were made to live in community. And so as we were growing and I was sharing the opportunity, we kept this very simple. And Martha, one of the things I love to be able to share with people is that our mind works in chunks. And so if you take the service orientated and you chunk it down and you make it really simplistic, at the end of the day, and the team will always quote and say, everybody, and I'll say everybody, and they're like, eats. And I'm like, exactly. And everyone you know is looking for that solution. So it's either weight loss, energy, performance. They don't want to face plants every day. They're going to the gym and they're not getting the results they're looking for. And they maybe have been like a lifelong gym goer and their tummy is still fluffy and they're still run down and they're still not sleeping and they cannot put the connect that it's literally 80% of what we put in our body. So our jobs are to simply educate and always talk to people as if they simply don't know what they don't know. I believe with all my heart that Isagenix offers the solutions for the body in the physical sense, in the physical freedom, and the financial. And when you bring those together, it just serves up this beautiful, fully faceted opportunity that anybody can take and run with. A lot of times we go to work to really overthink this, and people will come to Isagenix with limiting beliefs. And so my goal in working with everybody, anywhere from people we've personally helped to the team as it's growing, to say, how can I better help meet you right where you are and bite-size this down for you? We had an awesome growth. I believe we really took off because we were meeting people. We were spending one-on-one, face-to-face time. I talked to the beautiful Kathy Cougar today, and she said nothing beats being able to sit across from someone. Zoom is extraordinary because it allows you to meet the expectations and really love on people around the globe. But the reality of it is that face-to-face and community is where it's at. So without further ado, we got started because I was growing crazy. We were having a team that was growing crazy. And I invited my beautiful sister along for the journey. And I love that we were able to collaborate because I truly believe that when you put the beauty of leadership together and all the diversity and all the different facets, God wired us all different. So we all have different gifts. And it's really important to recognize that and celebrate each other's gifts. And I remember sitting at a coffee shop with her, and she's like, you know what, Tanya, we really need to have something to maximize our time. And I said, I totally agree with you. And I remember doing business meetings up until this point, and there was three of us, Martha, that were around my dining room table a little over 4 years ago, and dreaming about really making an impact globally. And so my sister and I met at a coffee shop, and we began to dream about something called Fast Track to Executive, because we knew the tracks to run on and really allow leaders to bite-sized chunk pieces and growing all areas, their belief, their mindset, belief in the company, belief in the products, belief in themselves. And we knew that if we could hit all of those, it would come together in such a great way. So tonight I'm going to share some of the tools. We have a Fast Track to Executive page currently going on, and my beautiful sister has a really large team, so she's doing her own, and I'm celebrating that. I'm so proud of her. And I'm going to break down some of the tools that we've got to get started. So the very first thing of something that completely changed my mindset was this little book called The 4 Agreements. Now this is the mini version because I literally hand out the 4 agreements like as gifts. I think that it's so important. It really made a huge impact. It talks about 99.9% of what other people do has nothing to do with you. Whether they engage and say yes, or they maybe wait a little bit longer and they're a happy product user. And it really talks about saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And I think that's really important in our business as well. And not making assumptions, because we have a tendency sometimes, if maybe you're not getting enough sleep, or you know, you've had a kind of a day, that sometimes you can take things to heart that really were never meant for you to carry. So I love this book. I would also say that people come to Isagenix with a limiting belief factor on their income earning opportunity. So I know that as a little girl, my parents very much helped me set my financial thermostat. So I really like to take care of that early on and talk about this book. And it is called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. It is by T. Harvey Eckert. And this is something that both Jeremy and I have dove deep in, and I know has been a really big game changer. So if I'm talking to anybody right at the very beginning, I'm like, would you be open to growing as a person right alongside? Because I truly believe that your income will grow to the extent you're willing to grow as a person. Now, does it mean that you have to go out and buy a whole library of books before you could ever have success and earn an income in Isogenics? And the answer is no. You simply fit it into the pockets of your life just like you do when you're a walking billboard with this incredible nutrition. This fast track, I was like, all right, what's the book that we're gonna really work on? And I thought the biggest aspect to really hurdle is the mental mindset. And so I have heard so many leaders taking pictures and sending this to me. It's called 13 Things Mentally Strong People, it has in black, don't do. This is by Amy Morin, and I actually talked to this author, and I'm so excited to have a call with her. It has been crazy to hear all the different people have massive takeaways. It's a very quick read, and every fast track, we're trying to grow people. So this is really important to me. So I would say this is a big deal. The other aspect for the team is we get really clear on our why. So they make their vision boards. I loved it because I had one leader that did her vision board for her and her family, and they collectively together did that for what's to happen in their business in the next 30 days, the next 60 days, the next 90 days, the next 6 months, and a year. And I remember saying to her, put this big, hairy, audacious goal out there for what you would like to accomplish in a year. And she put barefoot in Bali, and she accomplished that. And it, like, we were sobbing when she was like, you're never going to guess where I'm going. And I was so excited. The other thing that she put is she did a vision board for her leaders. So it wasn't just about her goals. It was about how she was going to help leaders be able to advance. I know when we did our first vision board, it was so crazy to see. I did it on little mini chalkboards so I could erase it and then put them out again. And it was really cool because I was like, I want to help 3 people rank advanced to Crystal Executive. And I'd really love to help, 5 people get to Crystal Director and 10 people get to Crystal Manager. So we had these really big goals because we know in this amazing, endless opportunity with Isogenics, when you help other people be successful, in turn, it's a natural ripple. You become successful. And it's the best feeling in the world when you're getting those phone calls saying, you don't understand, Tanya, I made my car payment with my Isogenics money. I'm like, yes, it's the best thing ever. Also giving people a clear roadmap. And I love our Crystal Executive Roadmap where you're able to really show them and envision that this is them. And who do they know? When we talk about bringing brand new person on board, I say to them, listen, I need you to hear me clear, that you have an opportunity to completely transform your life physically. And as you're going through this process, you will become a walking billboard. It is true, our products are state of the art. They're world-class products. And everybody we know is looking for a solution. I love quoting this and say to them, by the year 2018, over 50% of the products that we know, love, and trust we will be purchasing online, and Isogenics is way ahead of the curve. So you go online and purchase your premium groceries. How simple is that? It saves you time, and it's going to save you money as well. So we start to begin to talk, and I'm like, who else do you know? Who do you know who wants to be able to go, oh my gosh, I would love to do a cleanse accountability group with you. We're going to rock our cleanse days together. Who do you know that could use an additional $200 a month? For Jeremy and I, it would have made an epic impact in our financial blueprint for $250 a month. And we're going to really talk about getting specific with that as well. So I'll ask them, do you have 10 to 15 people? Let's write a list right now. We can make 3-way phone calls and really help edify this opportunity and cast a vision because they're brand new and they're so fearful. I don't know what to say. I don't really know what's in the shake. I'm not really sure how to start this out. But I really love to do the belly to belly. So if we're doing a coffee meeting, I'll never forget my best friend was like, I didn't know about when you were like, listen, I'll meet you. When I said I had my one girlfriend and you were like, but I want you to reach out to 10 to 15, even 20, because at that point I knew I was going to get 4 to 5 that was going to come to that coffee meeting. She was like, I thought you were crazy when you said that. And I said, your time is important and my time is important. And my goal at that meeting was to get to a place with all the people around and say, let's get you started. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, everybody was in it, and we created that instant consultant. And then they turned around and did that for their friends and family. And so it's important to be able to cast a vision, but be so mindful of how valuable your time is and how valuable, your friends and family's time is. So casting a vision and maximize my time with minimal effort again, and then pulling out this crystal roadmap, remembering that people simply don't know what they don't know. So it's important to be able to give them the dates in which, and you know that you guys have 60 days for your crystal manager. You've got 120 for crystal director, and then 180 for your crystal executive bonus. And then we get really specific and we write out what those dates are. Oftentimes I'll say, pull out your phone, because we're going to put reminders on. We're going to put reminders for every bit of these. And we'll also do like a 5-day grace period so they know they're getting close. That's really important, to give your mind that checklist and say, okay, I've set the intention. The other aspect is, so many people are like, you know what, I really want to get my health on. You don't understand. I don't feel like I could tell them. And I said, you know, I understand. I felt the same way. But I couldn't help but think how upset my friends would be if I start rocking out a pair of really awesome skinny jeans in the middle of the time where everybody is like, you know, packing on 10 to 15 pounds. We're getting ready to come up on the most incredible opportunity to share, you guys. It is the holiday season. And anyone typically puts on anywhere from 10 to 12 pounds. I remember going to a coffee shop, meeting my girlfriend, and she was like, I'll start in January. And I said, okay. Or you could simply say yes. And you have 30 days to completely try the system. And if it's not everything that we talked about today, you can get your money back fully on the products. But what if? What if you could still go enjoy your holiday parties and you can make a little wiser choices, and I could give you the tools to really crush it, but you didn't have to necessarily just strip everything out and just, 2 shakes a day and, 2 cleanse days. What if I could baby step you, but you didn't gain the 10 to 12 pounds? She's like, I went home that night and I could not get your words out of my head. And she called me and she said, I told you I couldn't afford it, and I told you we couldn't do it, but I'm in because I couldn't get your words out of my head. And she said, your posture was so solid, Tanya, that I was in. And then you introduce them to the Ice Body Challenge. Now, guys, this is a no-brainer, and it really helps to build retention in your business. It's one of the best things that we offer, as well as our community in Isogenics. And the reason being is, for a single person, you can earn up to a total of $600 in premium groceries for free for a year. When you're married with a spouse, that doubles. So it's $1,200 in premium groceries every single year. And I don't know about you, but that excites me because I'm a coupon lady. Like, before Isogenics, I used to teach people how to use coupons and buy all the crap in the grocery store. The next part I really want to talk to you guys about is chunking this down. And so I have my stickies in here, and I will tell them, hey, I want you to get really specific. So in these meetings, I would say, you know what, I know you're not interested in a business, but are you interested in potentially earning referrals? Because the last time I checked, I did not get a referral for, sending someone to my hair lady. I had sent over 100, almost like $80,000 to $100,000 within business to my carpet cleaning, and I never got a free carpet cleaning. So although you're not interested in the business, would you be interested in referrals? Because what I can tell you right now is, getting your products paid for would make an epic impact potentially in your grocery bill. Yes? And they're like, yes. So I asked them, what would make a really big impact today in your financial blueprint? I know for Jeremy and I, we said $250 a month. And a lot of people are like, additional $100 a week, that would make a big deal. So I sit and I say, you know what? I'm going to introduce you to something of the very basis of how we earn residual income. Have you ever been paid on a Monday? How about every Monday? Because I've never been paid every Monday prior to Isogenics. And I had to sit for 40 hours a week doing this with eyelash extensions. And they were like, okay, this is really kind of exciting me right now. And I'm like, I know, it's fantastic. It's and that's only one of the ways you get paid. It's insanity. So I have them take out sticky notes, and we have in our Fast Track to Executive a lot of happy product users who are so fired up because they filled out their Crystal Executive map. They set the intention. They're so excited. They're enrolling in the Ice Body Challenge, and now they're going to put a cycle goal. So $100 a week, you put that in, and you're like, okay, that's 2 cycles. I could do 2 cycles. I'm like, yes, exactly. So you're going to put 2 cycles and put it everywhere. But you guys, I have to be honest, I push people to believe way past 2 cycles. I was like, how about $500 a week? $500 a week for a total of $2,000 a month. Would that make an impact? Would that help, pay for your child's sports? Would it help you to be able to save for your 401k? People today do not have a savings account, you guys. It's crazy. They don't have retirements. So talk to them in real life language, because these are real pain points. Find your favorite sticky, In our fast track to executive right now, they have had to take pictures of 10 different places they put their cycle goal. And I'll never forget, Betsy was like, what's your next goal? And I'm like, I want 100 cycles a week. I can do this. I know I can. It's $5,000 a week. What was I smoking? I was like, oh, so fired up. She's like, yes, you can, girl. $5,000 a week. That's so crazy. $20,000. I had little 100s everywhere. My kids still talk about it to this day. I had them by my speedometer. I had them by where I do dishes. I had them on where I get ready every morning. I had them in my panty drawer when I pulled it out. Put it everywhere, because your unconscious mind needs a target. And without setting up yourself for success, and I will tell you right now, when you manage your money thermostat, and you don't make it about the money, but you realize that every dollar that has been earned has been lives impacted, changed around the globe, moms that are able to come home. I have friends that were working 3 jobs prior to Isogenics. They simply were looking for better sleep and that opportunity to maybe earn an income. We have more people here a part of Isogenics who've had other some kind of business experience. It wasn't necessarily network marketing, and they were never paid, you guys. We have so many people on our teams that are being paid. It's extraordinary opportunity. And when you help someone shift their financial thermostat by placing stickies all around their house, it becomes a major game changer. The other aspect is I have them watch our compensation plan with Jim Coover. You can go to Isogenics Business and click on it. You can also find it on your ISA Sales Tools app. And it was one of the biggest aha moments for my amazing husband, Jeremy, when he sat and heard Jim talk about why we are paid so infinite, why the compensation plan. Because when my husband looked at what we were earning, he was like, Tanya, you better get it all, honey, because they're not going to be able to pay you like this forever. Jeremy has banking background. He's a smart individual, but when he learned that our compensation plan is based on insurance actuarial tables, and then we have 80% happy product users, all these customers, and 20% share. You guys, what if we said today collectively with every single person that is on this call, what if we went out and changed that? What if we stopped wishing? What if we stopped waiting? What if we actually stepped into action? And you can read all the personal development books, but if you don't go out and talk to people and ask them if they eat, ask them how they're sleeping, ask them why it is that all of our friends and family are out looking for solutions and supplementation because our food is drastically depleted today. I love Isogenics because it answers the question that so many of us have been begging to ask for years now. And it's time that we stand in the gap for ourselves. It's time that you stand in the gap and you stop worrying about what other people are going to think of you and start thanking God that you're a part of this opportunity. Because what if this next month, what if we were able to in September all commit to going out and helping 10 people simply for the fact that we have an extraordinary compensation plan, you have an extraordinary opportunity. And the truth of the matter is 2 of these 10 will happen to share. The rest of them are going to be happy product users unless we make a shift. We make a shift in our posture. We make a shift in how we're talking to people. And it becomes more about serving someone else than it does about serving our needs. Because the reality of it is when I took my shift off of me and what I needed, it began to get so much more fun. I began to light up inside. And the reason being is because it comes from a place of an art of service. And that's what this is about, you guys. It's bringing people together. We had people, and this blew my mind, I told Kathy, we had people who enrolled for the Fast Track to Executive who were not even active. They were so hungry for the community, and I made phone calls. I was like, you know I love you, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, this is still an earning opportunity. At the very least, I need you to order your products and be a product of the product. Come on. I'll take you guys all day long. Come on. Come be in the room, but you need to be active. So if you could create such an incredible community that moved people, we have products with an emotional connection. Are you talking to people in that way, or are you all business? Because I will tell you right now, I have never talked to someone solely about the business opportunity. I start them because I know our products have an emotional connection. You combine that together and you share what it is. You show them clearly, this is what you have to do. I did a call last night for a friend of a leader that we're working very closely with, and I was like, listen, who do you know? She's like, Tanya, I couldn't go to bed last night. My mind was spinning. I know so many people. And I'm like, exactly. The other thing, we offer so many solutions in Isogenics. We offer weight loss, energy, performance, healthy aging, you guys. Healthy aging. I don't know about you, but I want to be a rockin' awesome healthy grandma. because I know one day my babies are going to have babies and I want to be here and I want to be a living legacy for them. I want to show them what it is to take care of my body. And then we have the wealth creation. So what we did, again, we broke it down in bite-sized chunk pieces. I said, everybody, I need you to give me 25 adjectives to describe each one of our health and wellness opportunities, our solutions that we have in Isogenics. People were like Marco Poloing me, crying. They're like, Tanya, this was a mind-breaking thing for me. Like, I just had a total breakthrough. When I was letting creativity flow and I was really thinking about what have I experienced thus far, I opened so much more of my verbiage that I could pay this forward. So I hear all the time, but I don't know what to say. Well, guess what, you guys? Isogenics gives you amazing tools. I just looked at this tool and I was like, wow, this is connecting and overcoming objections. If you guys are not plugging into what we have at Sound Concepts, you're missing out. There's incredible things from top leaders, David Norrie. I've got Lynn Hagedorn in here, amazing quotes in this book. And our corporate staff takes hours and hours to put this together because they're so fired up to support you. I know Martha just did a luncheon today to help support executives and really what does that look like and how are we growing our company? And I want you guys to know, I asked the leaders, I said, what is it you're looking for? Who do you want to help? What is it that you're looking for? I want you to give me a top 10. Give me top 10 of what you're looking for. The first thing for me is always integrity. I want to work with people who are full of integrity. I want to work with service-driven people. I want to work with people who are excited and they are hungry to learn. And they're not like, I know everything about everything, because I'm telling you, I'm a forever student. I'm a forever student and I'm open. I'm open to continually learning and growing because I know that is where the fruit is. If you don't have fruit happening right now, which means you can't really see what's taking place, it's because you need to refine a little bit. Take a look in the mirror and take those top 10 things that you just wrote down and that you're like, yeah, I want them to be this and I want them to be this. And then I want to inspire you, be them. Be them. Because if you're not being that person and you're expecting to attract that person, that's incongruency. And that is what we're coaching in Fast Track to Executive. The other part I love about this is, again, I'm not gifted and equipped with everything, right? But I know that there are leaders on this team that are, and they are all faceted and they're all gifted and individually. We had a leader share last week something that was so heavy on her heart. And she talked about it, and I have such mad respect for her because she's never fallen out of executive. And she absolutely 100% lights it up. She's never fallen out. She shows up on a regular basis, and she had massive tragedy over the last year and a half. So I hear everybody and I hear the excuses of why they're not, showing people the tracks to run on and then doing it. And I think to myself, nobody knows what we've walked through in the last 4 years. It's been hard, Martha. It's been hard. We've had struggles in our marriage. I've had struggles with my kids. I've had struggles trying to figure out my health and how to spin so many plates. I'm going to be really honest with you. But at the end of the day, what drove me when I put my feet on the floor was, who can I serve today? How can I bless someone today? And you can't give what you don't have. So we talk about it in Fast Track. We talk about real things. How do you take care of yourself? How do you pay that forward? And how are you teaching your teams to take care of yourselves? We have the beautiful Lindsay Wynea down. Oh, I just love this girl. It just worked out. We tried so hard to get her down for Fast Track, and it was just missing in our schedules. We ended up taking a large group in for a VIP trip to corporate. And she's like, Tanya, I'm coming. I'm like, come on, girl. You can stay at my house. Let's do it. She lit up Fast Track. She talked about becoming a manager factory. Remember when we talked about bite-sized chunk pieces? If you can show this to your teams, every single person that you get on, you go over the dates with them and you show them the tracks to run on. You give them tools. You show them the podcast. You plug them into community. This is a no-brainer, you guys. Community is what sticks. We say all the time in Isogenics, our community, this what we have with our friendships and just the impact with one another. It's the best thing we have to offer. The products are amazing. The relationships that you will gain, the lifelong friendships are priceless. Be that friend, be that leader, show them the tracks, become a manager factory. Manager, what is that? It is you share with 2 people and they go share with 2 people. It's not rocket science. When you get to director, it's you shared with 3 people and they've all shared with 2 people on both sides or on one side. We coach build even. Because you never know what's going to take place. We have people in our business, you guys catch this, we have people in our business that we've served well. We've shown what's possible and we've led from the front. We've shown up all the time. And they have been in our business for 3 years, happy product users. Something switches in their life. A season changes. Guess who's knocking on our door saying, would you grab my hand? Are you ready to run? I ask them all these questions and I say, are you willing to go and get these books? I need you to change your financial thermostat. I need you to read the 4 agreements because I'm going to come with you and we're going to do some tough coaching. And I don't want you to take it personal because I love you and I want to see you be successful. So I have them sign an agreement. You know what? My time is valuable. Your time is valuable. We're going to have you sign a commitment to agreement. We're going to get you to executive. But here's the thing you need to hear me say. This is the very beginning. Very beginning. You do executive and we coach. Do it again. And then we coach, do it again. And we coach, do it again. Because you never want to hit executive and think you've arrived. You're going to start earning more money than you ever dreamed possible. It's true because every time anyone goes grocery shopping at your premium grocery store called Isogenics, guess what? All that business volume rolls up. It's like no other compensation plan on the market. I've talked to a lot of other networkers and they're like, Tanya, you're so passionate. You can't stand it and be within 2 feet and not know your passion for people and not know what it is that you do. And I said, you know what? That is called legacy living out loud. And we should all be so fortunate to be legacy living out loud because I'll tell you all the way to the top of this company, Jim and Kathy are beautiful examples of that. Eric, beautiful example of that. To our corporate executive staff, no matter what, I watched as we were in last week at corporate to have an incredible opportunity to spend some time with executive staff that came into that meeting. And I watched all of them give their very best. They left their best in that room. They don't show up without it. And if I can look all the way to the top of this company and see the success that we are a global health and wellness quality of life company, who wouldn't be running for this, you guys? I hear all the time, oh my gosh, you don't understand. You know, this would just make an epic impact. Then get off your tushes and go help serve some people and create a community. I had 3 people at my first business meeting, right? We opened the doors and had our first health and wellness event. And because I had dripped it on Facebook without screaming, Isogenics, because nobody wants to have your Facebook be a garage sale for what it is that you're a part of. We are the highest quality of what we have to offer. And I want to do it in such a way that it takes the emotional connection to a pain point and it blends it together beautifully and has people saying, I want what you're a part of. I'm desperate for what you're a part of. I want to be a part of a community. God made us to be in community. And you think about how you could begin to do that. And it's showing up on a regular basis. We still to this day host 1 to 2 health and wellness events in our home. We're hosting one on Thursday night. And I told my daughter, I was like, babe, we still have some pumpkin spice from last year. And I'm pretty sure we might be, seeing a return of pumpkin spice. So honey, would you whip up some pumpkin spice pancakes for us on top of our shake samples on Thursday? And she's like all fired up. She's like, Mom, they're going to flip out. And I'm like, I know. And we can vision cast. You know what? That's all right. If you are, kind of thinking about your Freedom Wholesale account, just know this is what you're going to be missing out on because pumpkin spice is a really big deal. Talk about how people can utilize these products in their everyday life. Don't be weird. When you make it weird, it becomes weird. It truly does. It's so important for you to really think about how you can best serve people. And then I want you guys to understand, it's so important for you to do the deal. So if you're asking somebody else to put on their enrolling hat and you're asking someone else to go do this, then by goodness, you better do the same thing. You put on the enrolling hat and there are times you're going to be like, I'm enrolling, I'm totally like bringing people in the funnel, I'm enrolling, and then all of a sudden, people are like, freeze, I have to serve people. I have to tell them the tracks to run on. I have to totally help them out with everything. I've got to show them, but I'm not going to get into manager mode and I'm not going to stay here long because again, I need to be congruent and I'm going to be enrolling and I'm doing everything that I'm asking our team to do. And you guys, you have to understand this edifies you. It edifies you. It's not about the paycheck that you get every Monday. It's about the lives that you help impact. And this, over and over and over. Do it again. Do it again. That is my biggest piece of advice. Fast Track to Executive takes the emotional connection of real people living real life, and it shows them they're not alone. It is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and we talk about weekly. This book. 13 things mentally strong people do. They don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They don't give away their power. They don't focus on things they can't control. They don't worry about pleasing everybody. You guys, I have to tell you, if I worried about what every person talked about me, I remember people making fun of me. Look, she's in her kitchen doing another video. Oh my goodness, Tanya posts all the time. I built a multi-million-dollar business from those videos in my kitchen. So do it scared and do it anyway, and you find what your brand is. And when I say find your brand, I don't mean to freak you out. I mean to say what makes you tick. What makes me tick is people. I love God and I love people, and you blend that together and you put this together with Isagenix and you put these products in your body, and holy wow, that's what it's talking about. So fast track to executive. I get so many different questions of, Tanya, what do you teach? We teach the fundamentals. Here's how you connect. Here's how you love people. Here's how you run a health and wellness event. Here's how you do your full 90-day action plan, and then you step into it. We have people who are in conjunction doing the 20 and 30. Crazy enough, I said, you know what, I want you guys to watch this video. And I thought everybody had seen the video. Remember, as you're having people drip into your business, your job is to continue to teach the fundamentals and the basics over and over and over again. There's an Eric Worre video called 20 and 30. So I posted it in the fast track page, and that was part of their call to action. I was like, listen, you watch this video, and I want you to tell me what your takeaways are below. I hear all the time people say, I'm the turtle. It's okay, I have lots of stuff going on, so I'm gonna build slow. You know what? Your verbiage is the biggest, it can be the biggest blessing or the biggest hindrance, because your energy will go to the direction that your words go. I watch it all the time. When people are like, oh, I'm so busy, I've got this, and they give all their excuses and they go out loud, what they find is that they're following in their footsteps. And he talks about, Eric's brilliant, he talks about this airplane taking off. And you know what? Success loves speed. You could not have an airplane take off moving like a turtle. You'd never get off the ground. So if you're happy, if your legacy that you're going to leave your kids and your family is that you're a turtle and you're cool with that, and you're going to take 20 years to build what you could build in 4 years. Why do I say that? Because I was put in, just like everybody else, into an amazing opportunity, into an Isagenix tree. And I didn't feel sorry for myself where I was put. I had, I think, 2 people enrolled after us. But what I will tell you is, I think my lucky stars that I watched a beautiful girlfriend on a beautiful mountain one day. And I said, what are you doing? Because I'd like to have some of it too. And she simply said, would you borrow my belief? And I was like, yeah, I'm all about that. I never felt sorry for myself. You guys, there will be hard times and you will have adversity. And you need to smile through it and pray through it and surround yourself with an incredible organization, with a family that loves you and you've taught the fundamentals to. And you know, the crazy part is they'll come back and they'll say, Tanya, you're listening to what you're listening to what you're saying. And I'm like, I told you that. I'm like, you're teaching me that. It's so cool because you hold each other accountable. So that is how we run our Fast Track to Executive. And if you guys can't tell, I am just as fired up today as the day that I said yes to Isagenix. And so many amazing doors have opened. The stories that I hear, the people's lives impacted, there's no amount that, when Kathy called me today, she said, Tanya, do you know what you earned in the executive leadership pools? And I said, I bawled my face off with Travis. It's crazy. It's crazy money. And I said, do you want to know what we did with it? And she's like, yeah. I said, I paid off my second on my mortgage, because it's important for us to model what it is to look like and to be living in a life of freedom. And it very much needs to be congruent with what we talk about. So if you don't feel congruent, borrow someone else's story. If you're not experiencing financial freedom yet, you will. So borrow someone else's story, whether it's their physical story, their financial story. We are all together as one family in this company.
Whew. Hey, that was amazing. Are you seeing all these amazing feedback from our people here that's live with us? So Tanya, thank you. I'm pumped. Everything. I think I wrote down like 4 pages long of notes, and I couldn't keep up because you've had so many great shares and great takeaways. I mean, really, borrow somebody else's story, whether it's physical, financial. And I really think that's important because we're one community, right? We're one culture here. We're one company, and we really have a mission and a vision. It's a vision together. Our purpose is to really, truly free people from physical and financial pain. So you shared some amazing stuff. I love the hat. My gosh, yeah. You know, you wear many hats too, don't you?
We do. We definitely wear many hats. And I think that it's important for you guys to understand that as leaders, we put our pants on the same way each and every single one of you guys do. It's really what you do in those pants and the conversations that you're willing to go out and just close your eyes and be like, all right, God, you've got me. I'm just going to jump. I'm going to jump because I trust the process. And I would invite you guys all to trust the process. If you think we're awesome now, woo, hold on, because it's just getting better and better. We are an overall health and wellness store. And I don't know about you guys, but it fires me up for the fact that we get to help other people open their own Freedom Wholesale accounts with this company and give them the freedom and put them in the driving spot of a car that is going to take them to an endless destination. It is that amazing, you guys. You need to start talking about our compensation plan because it pays you infinite. When you help rise up leaders and you pour your guts into them, getting to executive unlocks getting that 10% match. So every single person that you help invite along for this journey and you love them and you serve them well, and you cast a vision and you write specific tangible goals down, watch out, because you're going to earn a 10% executive match. And I truly believe one day we will end up earning a full blown out business center based on just our executive match, because we are never stopping. I loved when Jim said, you know what, Tanya, I'll retire when I expire. And I was like, you know what, that sounds good to me, Jim, because we just love what we do way too much. Like, I just love it. And if you have that stance, could you imagine what you would begin to invite in your life in the abundance? We teach people how to have an abundant mindset. We do real life with them, and life can be sticky and it can be hard, just like cleanse days, right? Cleanse days can be hard sometimes. But when you have the support and you have Ice Delights and you have all the amazing tools that we have to offer, it makes you have an extraordinary experience. We're here to help people have an extraordinary experience and serve them well.
Thank you. I think it's all on your posture. You said it. Posture, unconscious mind is the target. I mean, there are so many nuggets from this. And I know people are asking, this is recorded. And once we're done with this Zoom training live that Tanya was so gracious enough to share with us, feel free to just go ahead and wait about 30 minutes and I will be able to post it, house it on the Isogenics Facebook business group, and then as well as under my Facebook account. So we have some great questions too, but I won't be able to answer it at this time. So if you want to send it to us privately, is that okay, Tanya, if they were to send it to you privately?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
It might take a couple of days because the next couple of days are a little busy. So yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Well, I think you dug deep. You really shared it. You showed it. I mean, not only did you explain it, but you really got into it when talking about being an executive over and over and over again. So thank you so much. We know that you all can rock it. The opportunities for everybody to grow in this business. And I always say, you can't grow alone. You can grow together, right?
Absolutely. There's so much power to that. I will tell you that right now. And I'd rather experience hardship, because if you think about if life was great all the time, when would you ever have the opportunity to dig deep and learn? When would you ever have the opportunity to be, I need to reflect maybe on that. Maybe I could have, looked at that a little different. How could I grow and move forward? And if you ever have that conviction, I pray that you act on it, because we only have an opportunity to get better and not sit in a place where we're going to sit in our stuff, because it serves no one there, including yourself.
Let's get off our tissues, huh? That's what you said. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you so much, Tanya. So much love you. Good night, everyone, and thank you for joining us. And we'll see you at our next Zoom tomorrow night, same time, 8 p.m. East Coast time, 5 p.m. Arizona time.
And I can't wait to see you guys at Phoenix ICU. Get your tickets because they are going fast, and I cannot wait to squeeze all of you. Don't miss out. Amazing training happening there.
Definitely. Thanks again, Tanya.
Bye, you guys. Mwah. Thank you, Martha.
Blessings to all. Bye-bye.